Mr. You are me. Is the reason they call me OG. I saw things you didn't see. Sit down.
Yeah, I got a good question. I mean, you just started. Well, are you willing to like franchise? Let's say somebody like Shaq say, man, I like that, man. Let me get in. Let's do one in LA. Are you open to people partnering with you like that to make?
Well, I mean, look, there's a reality. Like anybody that understands business knows that franchising is just giving somebody money, or it's a way for me to get money quicker than building it myself.
Right.
I'm not in a hurry to franchise because the sooner you do that, I feel like the sooner you put yourself in a position where the brand can get away from you. Mm-hmm. This burger is good because of how it's prepared, because of how the care that we're able to put into it and the level of concern that we take into consideration every time we open these doors for business. I don't know if everybody's going to feel like that when they open their door, if I gave them a Trill Burger. So until I know that there's somebody that I could partner with that has other operations that are already working. I can't give somebody that's never opened a restaurant this restaurant.
Right.
I don't care who you are, what our relationship is, and how much money you got. I'm not finna just give you my brand and hope that you do right. You know what I'm saying? That just don't work like that. I'm trying to build something that, if it's done properly, will live beyond me. Like the heights of this business would possibly happen when I'm gone. That's what I'm trying to build. And when I say this business, I don't just mean this Trill Burger establishment itself, because we got Trill Tenders, we got other things that we're looking to open up. I'm looking at this umbrella company as an operating group, right, that has this type of restaurant. You know, some that are more fast service and some that are more sit down and more fine dining. At some point, we want steakhouses. We want all these type of things under the umbrella. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to build legacy through food in a way that we were able to do through music. I want to be able to go as far as we did with music. Like, you know, we released an album that was the #1 album in the country that we could release. I would like to have a business that at one point is the #1 business in America. You know what I'm saying? But that's going to take time. That's going to take focus, dedication, a lot of patience, and basically keeping everything in the pot. The beautiful thing about Trill Burgers is that all of the owners have outside businesses and companies and revenue streams. So none of us live by the money that Trill Burgers makes. Right. So we can leave everything in the pot so that when it's time to expand, we don't have to go and take money from a finance group or some equity group or anything like that. You know, we have enough money to self-sustain this business. Now, it's still not easy. You know what I'm saying, with that, but for us, we feel it's necessary. That's why we took so long to open up multiple doors. We wanted to make sure that we had the revenue in-house to get everything we would need to get done to open these businesses without having to open ourselves up to equity deals or loans or any of that type of shit. You know what I'm saying?
So off of your first one, your first Trill Burger, is this one built off of profit? Have you seen a return on your investment?
Oh yeah, we make great money at the company, but we don't take any money out of the company. We keep the money in the coffers so that when this type of opportunity pops up, we don't have to go out and find funding or ask for money. We have money. You know what I'm saying? And Trill Burgers is a 7-day-a-week, 365-day minus a holiday or two business. So we're constantly earning revenue. Plus we have the rodeo, which we just did, Trill Town at the rodeo, which is a huge revenue stream opportunity for us, because most of the people that are vendors at the rodeo, whether it's food, drink, clothing, hats, accessories, or anything, a lot of them make anywhere from 65 to 75% of their yearly income just within those 20-21 days. Because there's millions of people that come through the gates. And people come there knowing that they're going to be eating a lot of food that might cost a little more than it does on the street. And they might need to buy a belt when they get there, or buy a hat, or buy boots, or get a better shirt, or anything that helps them become more immersive in the experience. All of that stuff is available for people right there at the rodeo on the grounds. And it's a huge opportunity for people that cater to people in that space.
Yeah, and y'all going to see that. I'm going to show y'all that, because I went to the rodeo and I filmed over there. But when I walked in, all I saw was Trill Town, right? Like, soon as you walk in. So if you get in, you got in the rodeo and you was hungry, the first thing you're gonna see is Trill Town. I'm gonna do it like this, and get on this long line and get me a Trill Burger, a veggie joint, all right? I don't do beef, all right? Joke, no joke, I'm in the rodeo. It's my first time being in the rodeo. I'm gonna go around, I'm gonna show y'all what it's like here. Keep it locked. Choke no joke, I'm in Houston, Texas, baby. Come ride with me, you know what it is. Yeah. Now, I've seen a lot of different businesses from all over. I don't know if these are all local businesses. Are they all Texas businesses?
So, no, well, not necessarily. Some of them are, but a lot of them are traveling companies.
Okay.
So a lot of these businesses travel with the rodeo. So as the rodeo goes from city to city, they open up their booths and they sell to merchants in different cities. But what we do in Houston is the largest produced rodeo in the world. There is no larger rodeo than the rodeo you went to.
Okay.
Most rodeos are much smaller. There's a lot less production level on it. This rodeo you went to, this was like the 94th, I want to say, anniversary of that rodeo, and it's a non-profit. So that rodeo is designed just to make money for scholarships. You know
oh, really?
Yeah. So it's a non-profit.
Wow.
So it's a totally different operation than anything else you might see in the rodeo world. And people think it's the biggest, like the World Series or the Super Bowl of rodeos. Right. It's the Super Bowl in terms of the presentation and the experience that you're allowed to be a part of.
Right.
But it's not what would be like the Super Bowl in terms of who's regarded as the number one bull rider and the number one calfer and the number one roper.
Gotcha.
And that type of things. Right, you know what I'm saying? But nobody puts on a bigger rodeo experience on the planet than what we do here in Houston at the Livestock Show and Rodeo.
Yeah, that crowd was crazy. Yes, it was.
And then they do the concerts, which I've been able to do that.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah, I've been able to do that. This has been my 4th year. So every night at the rodeo, there's a full concert that happens in the football stadium every night after the rodeo. So the football stadium seats 72,000 people. They average anywhere from 65 to 68,000 a night. I average on my nights about 75,000 people a night. We did 73 the first year, 74 the second, 75 the third, and this year we had 70,000 tickets sold. But then there's another program called Gold Badge where you don't have to buy a ticket. If you're a Gold Badge member, you can just come in.
Yeah.
So we had 6,000 of those people come this year. So we ended up with 76,000 people attending. Last year we sold 75,000 tickets and we had almost 9,000 Gold Badges show up. So that one was just really, but that's the one we had Drake headlining. So obviously there was a much larger demand for people to get in there. But we average on a night that I do the rodeo, which is one of 21 nights of concert, we average 75,000 people just on my night every year. And I wasn't this year the most highest attended concert at the rodeo. So somebody had more people in there than I did. Probably 3 more people, I would say. There's usually the opening night, the last night, my night, the pop night, which was Post Malone, and then Tejano Appreciation Night, which is for people of Spanish descent. Yeah. And typically those are the 5 biggest shows of the rodeo.
Yeah, that rodeo is something. Next year, I'm back.
Yeah. DJ 2, you know what it is. Youngster, you are me. It's the reason they call me OG. I saw things you didn't see.